All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Makakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Chiat Bass, who roll well, and shalom to the hopeful elect. I want to get in this article that I heard on AM radio yesterday about so-called reparations for descendants of the slaves in America. All right, the blacks, so-called blacks, which had been revealed to be the tribe of Judah, the lost part of the lost tribes of the nation of Israel. Okay, lost because when you read in these scriptures, the nation of Israel would be scattered to the four corners of the earth, and characteristically you see that they would discontinue from their heritage. They wouldn't know who they were. All right, going back to the time of the Roman Empire, the Greeks, really, when Antiochus Epiphanes forced us to leave off from our laws, and then furthermore our identity. Okay, so you have the true descendants of the tribe of Judah who were enslaved here in America. All right, they were brought here on cargo slave ships, and this is prophesied in Deuteronomy and throughout the scriptures. All right, and we were taken captive and brought over here and serving fucking slavery, man. We've been serving a gruesome fucking atrocious bid that the Israelites have been in captivity. All right, it's known as chattel slavery. Okay, they call it the missing 100 million. Okay, the missing 100 million. And this is Satan, because they have that SEO to where they bury all the truth, man. But there was a they call it the Slovakia Holocaust, real Holocausts, man. The single greatest crime in history, man. All right, and they don't even have it correct here, because they've got Esau, Edom threw off the anthropology of all the nations, their true identities themselves. All right, but I just got this to show you 100+ million dead. That so-called African Holocaust. Okay, so I'm willing to get into a video on this, but it was the worst atrocities that were ever done to any people on the planet, man. Chattel slavery is a civil relationship in which one person has absolute power over the life, fortune, and liberty of another. Okay? So, it was worse than animals. Worse than fucking animals, man. Wow. Chattel slavery, as it's developed in CNA, involved the outright ownership of another human being, similar to owning land, goods, etc., for the duration of their life and that of their children. Okay, and it goes into, so this nigga, as the Most High, you know, how it reads, he's exalted himself above all that is called the Most High. All right, he went to take the Israelites' life in his hands, man. Okay, And that's the spirit. I'm going to pull that too, because we are found in this man's hand. We haven't been restored to our land, man. Therefore, he's guilty. He has us. You can't just say like he did that the slaves are free. You got to put something on that, man. Which we know that to be emancipation and all bullshit, because we went from the private ownership of the slaves to being outright owned by the government. Okay? From private to government. See? And Exodus 21:16 tells you, and he that stilleth the man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. So we were never returned to the west coast of Africa. We got fucking kidnapped, for crying out loud. Alright? And he's just gonna say, okay, y'all are good now? When you still have the systematic, pretty much hierarchy, systematic hierarchy to where it's ingrained into every institution in America for the Negro man to be at the rock fucking bottom and to have less opportunity. Okay? That's what it is. It says, the institution created a social death for those who are enslaved. Social death, as Patterson shows, involves not only a separation from one's ancestral birthplace, but also the stripping of basic human rights and social and legal protections enjoyed by everyone else. Okay? These two dimensions of chattel slavery are what separate it from other forms of domination, oppression, or unfree labor. So that's what, man, I'm gonna get that to the spirit. Save that now. Okay? That's what differentiated this slavery from any other slavery that was done to mankind. The single greatest crime in human history. Okay? So you made a grave mistake, man. Even though the Most High caused you to do it. But I'm going to get this article, just the first paragraph to tell you what they're trying to do. It says, after more than 6 hours of debate Tuesday, California Reparations Task Force voted that only black Californians who can prove... See, this is just for Californians, specifically for this one. But it says only black Californians who can prove a direct lineage to enslaved ancestors will be eligible for the statewide and first in the nation initiative to address the harms and enduring legacy of slavery. Okay? So the harms and enduring legacy of slavery goes into that PTSD, man, or that PTS, PTSS, post-traumatic slave syndrome, or post-traumatic slave disorder, which were outlined in the Willie Lynch letters as would have a generational curse on these people if you implement, his rules, pretty much, his methods that he discovered from having Judite slaves, so-called black slaves, and experimenting different methods to further oppress them, okay, to further subjugate them, okay. So those are the enduring legacy of slavery. He said in that fucking letter that it would take a divine intervention for these people to, down the line, the generations down the line, for them to pretty much come out of that fucking, that state of what? Of social death, like it went into, to be socially dead, to be those dry bones as it is referred to in the scriptures. Okay? But this isn't enough. Man, I can go on all fucking day about the inner workings of this thing. But we're just going to focus on so-called white man, Esau Edom's measly attempt to try to repair, because that's what reparations goes into. It goes into, because the money is to repair. Okay, the money is supposed to, because money is a defense right now. It's supposed to get Jake out of his fucked up state. Because one of the main things that we battle with is fucking poverty. Okay? Because everything's set up for Jake to lose, and for the other nations, primarily starting with Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, to prevail. Set up for them to fucking prosper. And that's what that CRT goes into, and all this recent shit that they're coming out with. Too little, too late to try to heal our people, man. That it's not gonna cut it, according to the scriptures. This nigga's talking about giving us fucking reparations now. It's too little, too late, man. It's a measly attempt to right the wrongs that you have done. This is a Job 20:10. This is straight out of the prophecies too. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. So this nigga's trying to implement all these different programs and fucking outreach for the so-called blacks that he shit on since the inception of America. Okay? Man, he put on fucking cargo slave ships, slaughtered a shitload of them over there in the west coast of Africa, slaughtered them the whole fucking journey in the Middle Passage, brought them over here, treated them worse than fucking animals, man. Worse than your enemies in battle. You afforded your, different enemies, like, for example, things like prisoner of war and shit like that. You afforded them, your fucking enemies in battle and war, more rights and dignity. You were more humane to them than even your fucking the slaves, man. All right? And then just completely destroyed them, man. Stripped them of their identity. All right? Stripped them of their heritage. And continue to have your foot on their neck to this day. And he's seeking to try to fucking to restore that. He's like, oh shit, because he knows that the Most High is on his way. It's likened into a big two siblings, and the older sibling is beating up on the younger brother or so, and you know what I'm saying, taking all his shit. But they know when dad comes back, the younger son is gonna fucking tell him, and the father's gonna get off into the older brother's ass, right? So the older brother's trying to fucking, they see that the pops is coming back, and he's trying to give the shit back to the little brother, like, here you go, stop crying, don't tell pops. It's not gonna fucking work. It's not gonna cut it, man. Gonna try to throw us a bone in the last days, man. we in the end of the world, and he's gonna try to throw us a bone, man. It's not gonna cut it. All right. This is what is going to be required. See, we don't want fucking money. We don't want your money when the economy's about to goddamn collapse. When America's about to be fucking destroyed. World War III's about to crack off. We don't want your devalued fucking currency, man. That is of no currency and no substance. We don't fucking want it. We want your blood. Okay? This is in Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defiled the land. Okay? So we know Esau, Edom, fucking can't do right. He is ingrained in him to the things that he does with his hands and the things that he thinks of in his fucking mind. It's all contrary to the Most High. It's fucking, he's ingrained to be a can't do right. Okay? A fuck up. To be just rotten. When you look at these fucking people, the so-called white man, his woman and child, you see they're adverse to anything that's righteous and light. They're dark, man. They're characteristically fucking dark. Okay? So he's got that reverse Midas touch. Everything he fucking touches, he destroys the shit. It says, and what has he done? And in that manner, in his manner, he has polluted the land. He's gone and broken the laws. Okay? Which is a law right here. He said to not pollute the land that you're in. But he fucking spilled the blood of the Israelites incessantly. He spilled the blood of the Israelites from the moment he stepped over here. And that's not even going into the other lost tribes of Israel. Okay, the northern kingdom, which post-split is the so-called Puerto Ricans, the tribe of Ephraim, on down. Every tribe but the tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, which were known as the tribe of Judah. All of them were known as Jews, and are known as the southern kingdom. Okay? If you know anything about the scriptures, you know that. Okay? They're not even going into what he did to the northern kingdom. All right? He fucking poured out their blood by the force of the sword. He just shed an incessant and unquantifiable amount of blood on this land of America, man, from the second he fucking got over here. With so-called Native Americans, fucking the so-called Mexicans and other tribes that were here that he decimated. All right, so this land is fucking defiled. This land is fucking completely poisoned. Okay, and rotten. It says, the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. All right, so you can't make right what you've done until your blood is spilled. Scriptures tell you that you're going to drink the dregs of that cup, man. That cup of slavery. Okay. And your blood is required. We don't want the only currency that we're going to be dealing with in the form of reparations, because you're going to give up the reparations for sure. Okay? But it's going to be in the form, we're going to be dealing with those reparations in the currency of your blood. Okay? When it's spilled all over this fucking land before America is destroyed. too, with the race wars, okay, with the fucking one of the heaviest things is gonna be the purge out here, which goes into those race wars. Everyone at each other's throat. Marauding groups going from door to door. That's all in the prophecy, man. This place is gonna get fucking emptied out. It's gonna be desolate of men even before the missiles hit. That is gonna be the cleaning crew, missiles that come through and just waste whatever inhabitants are left here on America. But before, it's gonna be a fucking bloodbath. Dead bodies just strewn out in the streets of America, man. That's how you're gonna pay back for slavery. That's how you're gonna fucking pay back the descendants of the slaves, man. Not with a few blue faces, a few green pieces of paper, some big face bills, man. It fucking doesn't even really get you that far. Shit don't even go a long way. All right, to finish it off, Job 20 and 15. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. So you're not going to willingly, by your own volition, give up these riches, man. Okay, that little chump change you're trying to throw Joe Judah is fucking, it's worthless. It's irrelevant, man. It's nothing. It's vanity. Because the Most High is going to require it of you. He's going to fucking cast it out of your belly. See, it's a picture of you vomiting up all those fucking riches that you stole, that you swallowed up with your insatiable self. Like it says, he is not satisfied. That's verbatim. That's Slovakia, direct translation. You define that is that he's insatiable, man. Cannot be satisfied with blood or riches, man. So the Most High is going to fucking require it of you. He's going to cast the riches out of your belly, and he's going to require your blood. Your blood will be shed, will be spilled all over the land of America, man. And then and in all these fucking other countries. What am I talking about? Every last Edomite and and heathen and them that know not the Most High, they're gonna get fucking swallowed up, man. They're gonna get destroyed. See? But this nigga E, trying to come with these last minute reparations. You know what I'm saying? The Most High is gonna fucking destroy you. Cast it on. He's gonna throw you down while you're eating. He's gonna bring the destruction on you while you're fucking eating, man. Which is when you're about to implement and accomplish your enterprise. That fucking NWO. See? Which they're in the talks of now. See, because this goes right into it. This fucking so-called reparations and shit. All right, attempting to and seeking to please the poor. Well, the Most High is gonna fucking destroy you. Okay. So with that, all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim.